Good morning, 10th. Now, peripheral nervous system. This is page number 128. Peripheral nervous system, that is PNS in short, it includes the nerves which carry impulses to and from central nervous system. And it is divided into two, that is somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Somatic nervous system consists of two sets of nerves, that is cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Their number and name you know. So cranial nerves which are arising from brain, and there are 12 pair. The number you have to learn if it comes from difference, you should know from where they are arising. So these are 12 pair, some of which are sensory, motor or mixed. So it may be sensory, motor or mixed. So sensory are olfactory. Olfactory is the term for nose. So this is sensory in nature. Optic also sensory in nature, and auditory also sensory in nature. So they are carrying the information from these sense organs to the brain. Motor nerve, like the one going to the eye muscle, that is motor. And mixed nerves, like those going to and coming from the face and tongue, these are mixed. They have both sensory and motor nature. Then spinal nerves, which are emerging from spinal cord. Cranial nerves emerging from brain, their number was 12. Spinal nerve emerging from spinal cord, these are 31 pair. 8 pairs in the neck region, 12 pair in thorax, 5 pairs in lumbar region, 5 pair in sacral and 1 pair in coccygeal region. So remember, 8 pair in neck, although neck vertebrae are 7. Okay, thoracic are 12, so 12 same number. So these are total 31 pair. 8 plus 12 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1. Then typical spinal nerve originates from the spinal cord by means of two roots, a dorsal root and a ventral root. In the previous video also I have not explained you this diagram 10.9. Now let us see that one first. It's on this one. This is the spinal cord in cross section. There you can see the central canal, which is filled with fluid. Which fluid? Cerebrospinal fluid. Okay. Then we have white matter on the peripheral area and gray matter in the center in the form of H. This is gray matter. And you remember, gray matter consists of cell bodies of neuron, and white matter is made up of axons of neuron. Then you can see here, this is the dorsal root and this is the ventral root. This is the muscle, effector muscle, and this is the receptor present in the skin. So it is bringing the sensory nerve fiber. Here we have dorsal ganglia. This is all. Here we have its end. Then we have here association neuron. Okay, and we have another neuron here that is carrying the nerve, spinal nerve, this side. So this is the cross section of spinal cord, showing you structure as well as how the nerves are coming out. So dorsal ganglia, sensory neuron and motor both coming. Come back to the description. Typical spinal nerve originates from the spinal cord by means of two roots, a dorsal root and a ventral root. Two roots are originating. Each dorsal root has ovoid dorsal ganglia. Ganglia is the mass of cells, neurons. Every spinal nerve is a mixed nerve having both sensory and motor fiber. Here you have seen some are sensory cranial nerves, some are motor, some are mixed, but spinal nerves are all have both sensory and motor fiber. At the junction of two roots, the sensory and the motor fibers separate out. The sensory fiber continue in the dorsal root and motor fiber into the ventral root, and both the roots enter gray matter of a spinal cord and ends in the corresponding dorsal and ventral projecting horns of gray matter. These are the projecting horns. This one. These are the horns. Okay. Then is the second part of peripheral nervous system is autonomic nervous system. It consists of a pair of chains of nerves and ganglia on either side of backbone. Nerves and ganglia on the sides of backbone. This system controls involuntary actions of internal organs. And there are two parts of autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Nerves of sympathetic system arises from spinal cord between neck and waist region, and parasympathetic is located at two places. Here you can see this diagram. This is autonomic nervous system showing the opposing effect of its two parts, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Just remember this thing. Parasympathetic prepares the body for relaxation, while sympathetic prepares the body for action. When we are excited, we have to run or anything. That time sympathetic nervous system will act and it will bring the body back to normal. Parasympathetic. So what they have told that sympathetic system arises from spinal cord between neck and the waist region. So here you can see these are the chain of ganglia lying close to spinal cord, and they are having effect on how it is affecting. It will dilate the pupil to allow enter more light into the eye. Salivation decreases, and so mouth becomes dry because of this. Heart rate increases, releasing more energy, more oxygen, more oxidation of food, and more energy for action. Then bronchi dilate to let in more oxygen, air. Gastric and pancreatic activities inhibited, means digestion becomes slow when these activities are going on. When the body is prepared for action, that time digestion and pancreatic activity inhibited. Glycogen converted into glucose to supply more energy. Release of adrenaline and noradrenaline. Okay, and peristalsis inhibited, again related to slowing down digestive process. Bladder relaxes. Okay, while opposite happens due to parasympathetic. It prepares the body for relaxation, that bladder constricts. Then peristalsis stimulated, release of adrenaline and noradrenaline inhibited. Glucose converted into glycogen, means a storage process. Extra sugar would be stored in the form of glycogen. Gastric and pancreatic activity stimulated to help digestive process. Bronchi constricts, heart rate decreases, salivation increases, and pupil constricts. This is vagus nerve, okay, which is helping all this. This is the part of parasympathetic nervous system. So these are two areas of autonomic nervous system which prepares. One raises the activity of the body for action and one relaxes it back to normal. So parasympathetic system is located at two places, one anteriorly in the head and the other posteriorly in sacral region, and these two parts in general opposite to each other in action. Sympathetic nervous system, that is stimulated by the hormone adrenaline, which is secreted by adrenal gland located on kidneys. That endocrine system is still left, very important chapter. So this table you should know to understand how these two systems work, and this flow chart you should draw on your fair notebook so as to understand the parts of nervous system. Very important. So next video I'll begin from page number 131. That's all for this. Thank you.